today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Mayfield to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. But I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. So here are the Patriots now in excellent field position to start things out. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
Now Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Now Jones. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. A drive there of just 4 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. that sack. Christian Barmore make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On second down now, it's McKinney, and he'll get it down here to the 43. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This defense for the Giants, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now a throw here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2nd and 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this will be a Giants 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And to give this time to the tailback. Big hold of the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing, Jones.
Throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on first down. It's McKinney. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the 16, Jones.
A throw right side caught by Keene. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Looking to throw, Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd down and goal, Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll get that complete to Alberto. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Mayfield to Barkley on the check down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Here's Robinson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. A final shot before break. Jones, a quick slant to Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin in East Rutherford with Miami visiting the Jets in an AFC East matchup. And this is a 4-point game as they've gone to the locker rooms for halftime. Corey Davis, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they lead the visiting Baltimore Ravens at halftime. 2 touchdowns there for Jonathan Taylor. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they lead the visiting Atlanta Falcons at halftime. Alvin Kamara, a touchdown run in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer,
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Here's Robinson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Patriots to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Back to throw. Jones. He's got Smith here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
And that's That's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard, need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And got his man complete. A big play there for the Patriots. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Azeez Ojulari
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught, Smith. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word against symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw. Jones. This is caught. Touchdown. Jonnu Smith. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Galladay, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defense. I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Patriots look like they're going to be moving to 6-0 as they extend that lead even further.
as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Another drive coming up for New York's offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
From the 35 on second down, Mayfield. That's complete to Tony.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Now Mayfield. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield with it once more. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
On first down, McKinney, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McKinney, and he powers his way up past the 30. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, it's McKinney, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw again on second down. Jones. That'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Patriots, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And